Hello, everyone. I'm the writer, and we'll finish Dual Destinies. Oh, we're finishing this trial. No, we're not. We're just gonna keep going. I'm sorry.
And that about covers the main gist of our investigation.
I see. Very interesting. You've been quite the busy beaver today.
Thank you for all your hard work, Athena. Well, my time's about up. It'll be getting dark soon, so... Junie! You must be tired after being on your feet all day. You should go home and... No! Wait! You have to listen to me! I don't want to hear any more. I know what you're going to say, Athena. Junie, you promised.
Okay, we had this like a few days ago. So cute. The relationship is adorable.
So please just listen to what I have to say. Once you've heard me out, I'll let you decide what to do. The voice in this recording has been proven to be yours, Junie. And in the mock trial video, we can hear you reading the line from your script. We're having both of them analyzed now, but from what I can tell, the voices are the same. And the only one who would benefit from faking the voice recording would be Hugh. But that doesn't make any sense. I mean, Hugh confessed in order to protect me. And this may sound strange, but in his confession is a ploy to make himself look less suspicious. In other words, he was just pretending to protect you. Besides, his confession came after you and Robin had already confessed. If he hadn't confessed right then as well, wouldn't that have seemed a little suspicious? Say what you will, Athena, but none of us would hurt a fly, let alone kill someone. Hugh is a gifted student. He gets outstanding grades and never causes trouble.
Uh-oh. Wait, Athena. My bracelets reacted just now.
It did? But why? Junie, can you look me in the eye and repeat what you just said? Well, none of us would hurt a fly, let alone kill someone. Hugh is a gifted student. He gets outstanding grades and never causes trouble.
Now I'm sure of it. She's lying. Get her! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, let's do this. Scarf?
Gotcha!
Juniper, you start coughing when you're under stress. And you can't hide it from me no matter how hard you try. When you say, and never causes trouble, a cough escaped from you and made your scarf flutter. As for why you were stressed, it's because you were lying.
Junie, you're trying to hide Hugh's connection in this case, aren't you? I believe that also ties into a secret about yourself. A secret? About me? I don't understand.
I already told. Okay, we had this last episode and that was just posted, so we're gonna move on.
He ended their friendship after he found out about Junie's secret, which means Hugh must have felt betrayed by Junie, making her...
I think? Yeah, she was the snitch.
You were Professor Court's snitch, weren't you? And while fulfilling that role, you learned something about Hugh you'd rather forget. I don't know what you're talking about. Junie, please, stop hiding things from me. I hate having to force things out of you like this. Looks like we're gonna have to do this the hard way. Time to review the evidence and see if I can't prove my hypothesis. I must have something that proves Junie's the snitch and Hugh's connection to the case. With you. Take that! Right here in Professor Court's planner, it says, routine report. I believe this means when the snitch will report in to Professor Court. I also believe Professor Court planned to meet with Hugh in private based on the snitch's info. And from there, meaning Hugh must have put 2 and 2 together and figured out your secret. So you see, it all makes sense if only you're the snitch. Junie,
Aw, that's really sad to put this much pressure on a student.
Forgive me, Thena. I've been lying to you this whole time. The truth is, I suspected you from the start.
Oh, frick.
You did? Now this is a surprising. I'm so sorry. I've talked about this friendship so much, but I've been a terrible friend.
Oh, jeez. Juniper, I don't have the special kind of hearing that Athena does, but I don't need to sense the pain you're feeling inside. Its intensity is directly proportional to how you feel about your friends. Am I right?
Apollo. Please, Junie, tell me why you suspected Hugh. I have a feeling that will be the key to getting to the bottom of this whole case. What exactly was your role in the class snitch? Professor Court had told me about the Academy alumni had strayed from the path of justice.
Dark age of law, huh?
She didn't want any more of our students going astray like that, but few others at the Academy shared her view.
I thought her ideas were beautiful, though sad and unrealistic. Wow!
She asked you to be her eyes and ears, didn't she? I used to report to her once a month about any wrongdoings I'd seen or heard about.
And that report session or planner, the one from October 22nd, was a part of that.
Yes. That's when I reported Hugh to Professor Court. She snitched on her own friend? I had accidentally overheard Hugh talking.
Oh, what did you hear?
He was talking to someone on the phone. I think it was one of his parents. What were they talking about? Something about having paid money for good test scores.
Oh!
I only overheard him talking, so I never did find out what the money was going to. What? That's bribery! Hugh was buying his way through school, and if that's the case, then that's evidence that always seemed out of place might actually be the secret.
It was this.
Take that! We found this when we were investigating the stage. It's got Hugh's name on it. I didn't know what the number meant at the time, but now that I'm hearing about the bribes...
It must mean the bribe of 120 grand was to be paid in October. What?
What's more, take a look at this mark. It's the same as on the pages of Professor Court's planner.
Yeah, you're right.
Wait, but why would Professor Court have that kind of information in her planner? You don't really think the person who was taking the bribe money was... It's just a possibility at this point, but it may indeed have been Professor Court. But
That is impossible. She'd be the last person I ever suspected of accepting bribes.
like I said, it's just a possibility, but a rather good one. Maybe their private talk had to do with the possibility of the bribery being exposed, and what started out as a little argument soon got out of hand.
It's not your fault, Junie. Anybody who would have expected you if they knew what you knew.
No, I don't believe that alone would have driven him to murder. There's another reason why I suspected Hugh. You've got to be kidding me. There's another reason? I saw Hugh around 7 p.m. the day before the mock trial. Oh, so she's finally ready to talk about that. When I saw him, his... Oh, Tina. Junie, are you alright? Just try to relax and tell me what happened.
I never wanted to see what I did. But I'll have to live with it, won't I? In that hallway, Hugh's hands. His hands were dripping with blood.
His hands were dripping with blood. What? But why? What am I going to do? Deep down, I know you can't be the killer, but my mind keeps telling me he is. No matter how hard I try to convince myself he isn't. Oh, what am I going to do? Please. I can't take this anymore. Lena. So she hid the fact that she had seen Hugh and said she went home at 6 because she wanted to avoid talking about what she saw. Junie, it must have been terrible holding all of that in, but it's going to be okay. I'll get to the bottom of this. And that's my promise from one good friend to another. I'll be defending Juniper tomorrow, if that's okay with you, Professor Means.
My main concern is whether you can defeat that prosecutor. But I won't try to stop you. I will be watching you from the gallery, and shall look forward to seeing what sort of results your methods can produce. Good luck tomorrow. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Lena, I'm sorry. I really mean it. I wish I had trusted you from the start. I had to uncover the truth tomorrow, and I know you can do it.
Aw. Don't worry. We already know that prosecution's key piece of evidence is a fake. And thanks to you, we figured out how the motive too. Let's give this our best shot, Athena. Let tomorrow be the day Juniper walks free.
I wouldn't have it any other way. We should be all ready by now. What could possibly go wrong this time?
Never say that.
Still, there's this strange, uneasy feeling I can't shake. I better be imagining it.
Oh, okay. I kind of figured that was going to happen. Yeah. Were you able to sleep last night?
Huh? Oh, sleep! Sure, I slept. For a grand total of 0 hours.
Oh, hi! Guten Tag. Guten Morgen, you two. You look like you're ready to put on a real show. But before you do, I have a good luck gift for you. The voice print analysis came back, and the results could have been more clear. The voice in the mock trial video and the tape recording are one and the same. Oh, thank God. In other words, the recording's a fabrication. Yay! The lab is continuing their study of the tape. So far, they found no signs of overdubbing, but it's going to take a bit longer to recover the audio that was erased. Who's there? Wait! What just happened?
Did you see who it was?
No, I got a quick look, but they got away. I think it might have been you. I bet he was eavesdropping.
I wonder if he saw our hand.
Oh, I'm sure he wasn't the only one who just now. I bet Robin and Boxker were listening in too. I will make sure they don't make a run for it. That's my final gift to you.
Okay. All that's left now is to reach out for the truth.
I have to confess. This case is one of my favorites, but I feel like it would have been better if Klavier was the prosecutor. Time for a mini Court of Steel workout. I'm Apollo Justice and I'm fine! Your turn.
I'm Athena Sykes and I'm fine!
Klavier's ears are bleeding right now. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Juniper Woods.
The Sykes Brigade is totally psyched. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Prosecution is ready as well? Isn't that right, Prosecutor Blackquill? Yes, well, moving right along. Yesterday's adjournment was unexpected yet necessary. But I'll be running a tight ship here today, so no funny business from anyone, understood? Your baldness, Robin Newman and Hugh O'Connor have recanted their confessions, of course. But later I shall grill them at leisure to find out whether I can charge them with perjury. Well, this is sure complicated matters. Still, one must not overlook the facts. No doubt the school camera photo was submitted yesterday. A pity, but the evidence is no longer relevant to this case. The art room clock runs fast. It cannot function as an accurate measure of time. As for the bungling detective who overlooked that, he is paying for his failure as we speak.
Poor Detective Fulbright. I hope he returns to work with all of his body parts intact.
But if that's the case, then what will we... The accused is the sole person who could have moved the body from the art room to the stage, and I mean to prove it here to this day.
It's just like Detective Fulbright said. But what else does he have up his sleeve?
My understanding of this heinous crime is thus. The murder took place near the center of the art room as evidenced by the blood stain. Blood was found at the same pottery next to the window over the maintenance area, which is to say the body was carried over there to that very window. From there it was dropped down to the maintenance area below, and though there was no serious scratch on the body aside from the fatal wound, that too was per the script. A high jump mat was employed to cushion the fall. Then a ball cart was used to haul the body over to the stage.
That's not very clever. I mean, it's the same exact body duty scheme as the script. Anyone could have moved the body that way.
Objection.
Well, your propensity to spew forth words you think it is not very clever either.
Why, you...
Moreover, the prosecution has a witness which is most unfortunate for you. Witness, it's time for you to come forth! It's time to duel! Okay, sorry. Well then, will the witness please state his name and occupation? Hugh O'Connor. I'm a senior at Themis Legal Academy, and I'm studying to be a lawyer. Yesterday I told that lawyer that I would testify to the truth. So I intended to cooperate fully in today's trial. Happy now, Miss Sykes? Well, you're still a prick.
What's he up to now?
The court appreciates your cooperation, Mr. O'Connor. Now your testimony, please. The lecture hall was packed before the mock trial, but the rest of the campus was empty. That's when I saw Juniper dragging a large mat from behind the stage. I was watching her from the vantage point between the stage and the maintenance area. She was heading towards me, so I assumed she was on her way to the maintenance area. But I didn't have time to stand around and see what she did after. The real truth hurts so much, doesn't it, Miss Sykes? Or maybe you thought I was going to bring up something entirely against your client.
Never a snappy comeback when I need one.
He's coming straight at us today using any means possible. To protect the students who had to climb up high when setting up the stage, a mat was brought over to the stage from the storehouse.
Our client is a student council president.
It never ended well in Danganronpa.
What's wrong with her taking it upon herself to put away a mat after they used it?
Objection.
Oh, here is plenty wrong. There is but one mat in the entire school that could cushion a fall from such a lofty height. Ergo, the mat in question was indispensable to moving the body.
It sucks being the last one to know everything.
Whoa, that thunder? Oof, you might hear a storm coming. I think I get it now. The drag marks we saw behind the stage were made by the mat. If only the mat had the thickness where the body is assumed to have been dropped, it would be hard to deny a possible link to this case. We're off to a bad start again. You sure you're okay, Athena?
It's game on, Hugh. Game on. I'm gonna turn your arrogant, perfect scored grin into a teary-eyed frown of failure.
Well, that's aggressive. Third statement. Here we go. At least I think it's the third one. Let's see.
Objection!
So, you saw the back of the stage from between the stage and the mains area? Well, let's take a look at this photo taken by Miss Scuttlebutt, shall we? This photo shows the students setting up the stage the day before the mock trial. Do you see the big construction scene to the right of the stage in the background here?
Why, yes, in fact, there's a bunch of those next to my house until a few days ago. It was so noisy behind there, but I couldn't take a peek. Oh, how it piqued my interest.
Exactly, Your Honor. You cannot see past the same screens. That is their purpose. Now, let's see. How exactly is the screen positioned again? Aha! Since this was to the right of the stage, it should be to the right here. And from the vantage point, the witness claims to have seen our client behind the stage backdrop.
Why? But the screen would have been completely in the way.
That's right. Therefore, the witness couldn't have possibly seen our client from this point.
Ugh! Ouch! Order! Order! Mr. O'Connor, have you been lying to this court? The screen. Right. It must have slipped my mind.
What? Are you telling me you, Mr. Genius, forgot something as literally as big as that?
There are two kinds of memory lapses. The normal kind you mouth breathers have, and the genius level lapses of memories that people like me have. Sure, pal.
I should just admit that it was a normal, everyday brain fart already.
Will the witness now please restate what he remembers minus the lapses of memories? That's easy. I was on the other side of the screen. In other words, I witnessed Jumpier from the stage side of the screen.
Objection!
But that doesn't work.
You are testifying to that our client was behind the stage. But need I remind you to this court that the back of the stage is not visible from the front? To actually see our client behind the stage from the stage side of the screen, the witness himself would have also to be the same area behind the stage. But in this case, our client would have definitely seen Mr. O'Connor.
Ah! Ouch. Nice one, Athena. Keep it up.
Objection.
Ah, no. Oh, that's cute. Alright, golden boy. Is this not your chance? Telling the truth will be like a weight lifted from your chest.
The truth? What truth?
The fact that Golden Boy here was where he initially stated. That is to say, he was between the maintenance area and the stage.
Objection!
But then the screen would have blocked his view of...
Objection.
On the grounds, yes, his view would have been blocked indeed. But consider how smoke always wants to rise up high. The frick? Athena, look at the photo again. Did you think? Something on the other side of the screen. Oh, wait.
Something on the other side of the screen. Something high enough to see the stage. No way! This crane right here!
But I don't remember seeing a crane there on the day of the mock trial. Wow, it's storming now. Okay. Me neither, but it's probably safe to assume it was moved before you found the body. That's just far enough, Prosecutor Blackquill. Remember, you promised. I recall making no such promise. It was you who came blabbering to me about keeping quiet in exchange for information. What's all this about a promise? Oh, whoa.
What's this all about a promise? Is this about whatever Blackquill's using against him?
What's it got to do with going into the crane? Golden Boy did not go up on the crane for fun. He was working part-time as a crane operator within the school grounds. The frick? What did you mean to tell me a high school student was operating a crane? Well, Luke can do it. The witness, I object to the prosecution's last statement. There's no proof I ever operated the crane.
And actually, there just might be something that proves he did.
What?
If this whole part-time job thing is true, I doubt it would be limited to a single day. You're probably working at the same site the previous day too.
Is this what you're thinking of, Athena?
Yep. As the court can see, this photo captured the crane's operator. And if you look carefully, he bears a definite resemblance to Mr. O'Connor.
Are you serious? This is ridiculous! How very interesting. Let's ascertain whether this is as ridiculous as the witness maintains.
The defense agrees with the prosecution. Let's bring the facts to light.
That's all very well and good, but just how do you propose to do that?
The person in this photo has one really distinguished feature. I'm not 100% sure, but it's at least worth a try. We can clearly identify the person in this photo as the witness by examining. The figure in this photo is wearing a very unique object around his neck.
Well, yes, you can see it right there. But then are you saying you mean to... Just take off your jacket.
Mr. O'Connor's neck is almost entirely concealed by his tail collar. But that's exactly why I believe this warrants further examination.
No, not a chance. It would be a blatant violation of my privacy. You are a disgrace of a man. Now start unbuttoning that collar before I hack it off. Oh, God.
Yeah, what's the big deal? Now let's see your neck.
Guess I have no choice. Oh my!
So, where did you buy that neckband, if I might ask?
I didn't buy it. It's handmade, and there's only one like it in the world.
Well, it sure looks like a neckband in the photo. Should we have the photo analyzed?
You are one irritating lady. Fine, I admit it. I work part-time construction job. It has nothing to do with our school. What the frick? Operating heavy equipment, no big deal for a guy who can parallel park one-handed. That's not good. I never expected any one of my jobs would take me to my own school, though. But when you factor in all of the required tests and apprenticeships period, wouldn't you have to be at least 20 to have a license for operating a crane? Oh, about that. You see, I'm a genius, so, you know, that's a terrible excuse. Not just dismiss with this inane charade, golden boy. No, Prosecutor Blackquill, please don't! High school seniors are 19 at most, thus they fail to complete the requirements. But that does not apply to you. Does it, Mr. O'Connor?
Why doesn't it apply? He's a senior, so he's around that age, right?
No, don't, please! Actually, golden boy, here is 25! He took a 7-year break from school! Oh, God.
Wait, come again?
You know, it's funny, Athena passed when she was 17. This is great. Take a gander at Take a gander at the official school enrollment documents. Tis all right there. You had that? 25? You mean he's older than me? A 25-year-old high school student? Is he older than you? I thought you were 24. Maybe it's just about a year. A 7-year break? 7 years? I've just one thing to say. There are two kinds of 7-year breaks. The ordinary kind you mouth breeders take, And the genius kind people like me take.
Objection!
You're still 25.
But a genius would quickly become a chore for a 7-year break.
I think you have that backwards, Athena. Even geniuses make mistakes. I just happened to make mine only 7 years in a row.
Only you can get away with us using only like that.
Ooh, together right now. Enough of this jibber jabber. Suffice it to say that it was up in the crane when he saw the accused dragging the mat. The accused remedied all she needed to move the body immediately prior to doing so. That much is clear. I see no need to deliberate the matter any further. Considering that the body was moved in the same manner as the script, I found the prosecutor Blackwill's case to be quite persuasive. Really? Does the defense claim to dissuade me? Yes!
Ah. As long as the mat was used to move the body, Junie's gonna be under the suspicion.
Athena, I just thought of something. What was he doing in the crane right before the mock trial? He could have been on the job at the time. I mean, he was waiting for the trial to start.
Yeah, why was he in the crane? Wait, you don't think? Your Honor?
Yes, Miss Sykes.
I've got it. I've got an amazing idea that will turn the prosecution's claim on its head. Little conjecture has never stopped us before.
You're not wrong. Interesting.
Mr. O'Connor, you were using the crane too.
And we're gonna stop right there. So, we'll find out what happens next. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye. Oh, and sorry about the rain. Hopefully it's not raining where you're at, but I like rain, so that's all. Bye.